I'm going to say this, even though Rocco's basilisk is probably onto me. But, there's in the beginning of all the disaster movies, there's always a guy waving his arms around with crazy hair, warning everyone what's going to happen if they turn on the big new shiny thing. And then people don't believe him, and then hilarity ensues. Allow me to be that guy for a minute, if you will. You remember back 2002, when everyone thought it was going to be a great idea to march into Iraq and to pour trillions of dollars of blood and treasure into a oil hole. There were some of us who were out there waving arms, yelling about that, saying that was probably a really bad idea. You remember back in 2008 when people were being sold homes that there was no way they could possibly afford to pay them off? There were some of us who were making a lot of noise before other folks who said, hey, I feel like this is going to come back to bite us in the ass at some point. You remember in 2016 when everyone thought it would be a kind of a funny thing to elect a game show host who somehow was able to attract the blind devotion of the worst people you knew in high school? And everyone thought, it'd be all right. It's just a few years. There's no way we're going to, get actual Nazis placed in high positions of power. There were some of us yelling then too. So when I say to you, don't use AI, this is not omniscience. This is not hyperintelligence. This is pattern recognition. This is available to anybody who recognizes patterns. And I'm watching people get dumber. I'm watching people get less critical in their thinking. I'm watching people turn over bits of their humanity because it's convenient. I'm watching people smooth out the wrinkled portions of their brain. I see it every day. And when a butterfly comes out of its chrysalis, if somebody opens the hole a little more and allows them to come through easier, that butterfly don't fly. His wings don't get filled up. We need resistance. We need to push ideas against hard surfaces and test them for strength. We need to, anything that's worth having involves friction, not to invoke Rule 34 or anything. You build your muscles up, you got to push against them. Build your brain up, got to push something against it. If things are too easy, if things are too cut and dried, and you can just ask a machine to do it, you're not going to grow. Your wings are not going to fill up. And I'm watching humanity's potential dissolve right in front of me every day. And it's driving me crazy. And I don't expect anyone to listen to me. They haven't in the past. And really, honestly, being right has not ever, it doesn't feel good in the end. I suppose I'm just leaving this as a marker for future pattern recognizers to say, if you see something, say something.